Okay guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Now today we are going to be going through the brand new update that did go live for ARK Survival Evolved that the community has been talking a lot about. It's been pretty big on Twitter. I've been reading all of the stuff, so let's go through it all today. I'm also going to go through some other bits that has been talked about in the community as well, so I hope you guys do enjoy the video. If you do, make sure to smash that like button as it supports the channel so much, and be sure to drop a subscribe as well if you don't want to miss out on all of your ARK news, because it's going to be a very busy year. So just a quick thing before we go through the patch notes, if you guys didn't know, there is a massive ARK Unreal Engine 5 update coming to the game completely free that we're going to be talking about as well. But let's go through the patch notes because this year is just going to be crazy. So I actually need you guys to give me a little bit of information on this, especially if you're PC PvP, because apparently this has changed the game massively, and for once, for the good. Well, I say for once, there's been loads of good things that Wildcard have done, but apparently this small change has made massive changes. So one of the first things was offensive text has been filtered. So added an offensive text filter that will continue to update in order to address attempts at bypassing the filter. Our system scans for the usage of numbers and other ways to replace words quite effectively, and we make sure to make this more robust as we move forward. So basically, you guys have seen, if you play ARK, especially online, any PvP, you'll know in the text there's always going to be something that people get around, and just like some really bad stuff still gets put in there, and basically Wildcard are just looking to crack down on this and everything like that, just to make sure they can sort it out, because people find a way around doing things, and this is always going to happen in any game, but it's good to see Wildcard working on that. I think, as you can see, this is going to be, so apparently for in the game user settings, apparently you can filter out tribe names based on bad/good words list. On character names as well, you can do bad words/good words list. Filter, this is the filter the chat one, and then a bad word URL goes here for your hosting your own bad words list and everything. So they're just doing this to make the game a safer place, especially if there's younger people playing the game. It makes a lot of sense. Now, this is the big one, which I don't know loads and loads about because I'm not a massive PvP official player, but disabled unintended client-side visual configs. Now, apparently this is one of a huge change, and lots of PvP YouTubers especially have been talking about so much about how they're saying this is probably one of the biggest things Wildcard have done, and they don't even realize it in a patch, which is so cool to see. If you guys are in the PvP community, let me know what you think about this. Let me know if this has made a massive impact for you since this update went live, and for single player players, apparently this has been removed from the game completely, and apparently it's not in single player at the moment, but a lot of people are saying you need to just add it in just for single player. Don't disable it, not for single player, but just have it for the official side of things. If this is something Wildcard could do, maybe they could look into it. I've seen a lot of other YouTubers saying, PvP guys saying that, that's, what does this mean for single player, basically, because there's still a massive player base on single player, and you can never disregard that, even if the PvP official servers is what obviously has thousands of the players. So please let me know in the comment section. It'd be nice if I could read a little bit more about it, and obviously you guys can give your information there. So they've also fixed the mouse cursor locked experience when trying to access a structure that you do not have rank permissions for in RTS mode. Fix the mouse cursor lock experience when trying to access a... wait, why did I just... I saw fix twice and I just started reading fix the mouse. Anyway, fix being able to access inventory from radial wheel on controller. There's been a performance adjustment, rate limit, world buff ticks, adjust transfer all cooldown to 2 seconds, fixed the crash, and fixed multiple exploits. Now, as you can see as well, there was another one which I haven't covered before, which is the Kark will now drop gigant hearts and fix multiple exploits. And then if we come across over to the console ones, there hasn't been an update, well, I haven't covered it, so I'm just going to cover it for you guys, but the most recent patch for the console was They recently added creature dossiers, and they should fully unlock properly, and recently added Helena and Rockwell Explorer note voiceovers, and they are now louder and should respect the NPC volume setting, which is very, very nice to see. And that was the same for PlayStation. So big stuff happening there, especially on the PvP PC side. Let me know in the comment section. Now, as I said earlier, a massive community crunch went live on Friday, and I covered all of the information there. But there has been a little bit more news from the team at Studio Wildcard regarding this update. So obviously, you know, we've already talked about the ARK 2 stuff. They've just basically said they're going to be regularly giving us information on the on ARK 2, but they're going to be showing us off new dino concepts like every other week type thing, building up to the gameplay, and the gameplay is coming very soon. As you can see, they're saying as we lead up to the first gameplay trailer, and they can't wait us to get our hands on the main course, which is obviously the final game. But the biggest thing about this is, well, actually, yes, another thing. Creature submissions. In my last stream I did, I told you guys that the creature submissions has closed, which means that now the top 10 is locked in. I've already done it in a video. So if we go, all right, there we go. So they've actually taken away the top 10 off the list, because when we go to sort by most votes, the 11th place one's there. So that's actually another update to show you. So all of the older votes are on here now, and the finalist discussion. So they've added a finalist discussion here. There we go. That's pretty cool to see that. So here we go. So you can actually go and talk about it. These are obviously all the finalists that could come to the game. Now, it's not in order. They've taken away the order, but literally didn't matter what order it's in, because as long as you make it into the top 10, you could be first with the most votes or 10th, and you will still have a huge chance of coming to the game. Because when it comes into the next creature vote, which is literally decided with a 1 vote from each person, people may change their mind last minute, so it might not be the same as before. So you never know. So obviously we have the giant bison, we have the cave lion, we have the gorgon, the bloodhound of Ark, we have the giant mountain goat, the giant beetle, the travel buddy, which is a really cool one, the giant cheetah, the T-Rex toothed crocodile, the Lord of the Skies, which is a similar Quetz type dino, and then the sky giga, which is a really awesome one. So yeah, I'm not going to mention again what my vote's going to be. I'll go through the voting with you guys and how it works and stuff when it comes around to doing it. But as I mentioned, I will not be mentioning my vote until the end of the voting. So just to make it fair, I like to do that. But yeah, that's the top 10, and that's really cool. But going back now to the most recent community crunch. So the Unreal Engine... So the Unreal Engine 5 update is going to be coming free to the game. There may even be something that they've retweeted from Jeremy here. I don't know if they actually retweeted his tweet or not. But anyway, that was the first time back in Jan 11th, we were told that the Unreal Engine 5 update was going to be happening. And basically, Jeremy, the lead, I always say the lead community manager, the co-founder, has mentioned that it's on its way. It hasn't been completely announced by the team or online or anything, just because Jeremy said they have lots more they want to talk and show off before they do like the full announcement for it. But it is coming, it won't be long. So we have this. Basically, if I were to tell you guys how the year is pretty much predicted to go out as, is we'll get a new creature, we'll get the announcement for that will be coming very shortly, because they're trying to get this vote done so swiftly and fast compared to like old times where it'd be like a much longer month after month vote, whereas this one, they're just getting it done quickly because they don't have much time this year because there's so much to be done. Then a little bit later on, we'll be getting the Unreal Engine 5 update that will definitely drop before the release of ARK 2. And then moving on, after that's all done and the game's finalized, they will then go on to, Survival of the Fittest on consoles coming on the 31st this month. And then they'll be moving on to the animated series and ARK 2 launch with gameplay trailers and all of that. So I hope that this whole video gives you even more than the update that we talked about, but just a little summary of what's been going on right now. It's going to be exciting. Cannot wait. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Smash that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one very soon.